training and fighting at a legendary Mike's gym. Lammers from Hit Fighters. These two guys know how to get it done. This is going to be a mouth-watering open clash. No doubt their future opponents will be keeping an eye on this backstage. Both guys seem more than ready, Joff.
Yeah, they're both really, really experienced. Lammers has got a lot of experience, won a lot of titles and a lot of organisations, so it'll be interesting to see how this one goes.
Crowd favourite is Lammers, you heard that on his ring walk.
Both starting with some opening heavy low kicks.
Yeah, lovely knee from Lammers. Good right hand over the top there, beat him to the punch. Chopping low kick from Kazantsev. Big
heavy. Lammers is heavy on those hands already. Interesting to see how that plays out for him.
Both guys just trying to chop away at each other with some low kicks. Lovely little inside low kick and a stiff jab behind it. Shot to the body from Kazantsev.
Yeah. Kazantsev's got a little bit more of a classic Thai style. It seems like he's really, really starting to build into that with his, his stepping game that you can see there.
Yeah, lovely little teep from Lammers, but answered with a couple of low kicks and a body shot from Kazantsev. Good left hook from Lammers.
Lammers very heavy on the boxing early. I want to see how that pays out for him, because I've noticed he has been trying to work the body a little bit there as well with the knees.
Yeah, so powerful is Lammers. He's like, oh, did we just see a lovely little low kick there from Kazantsev, and Lammers just
answering back with his own though.
But he just wilted momentarily, you saw it. And again, Kazantsev is targeting that outside low kick on the left leg of Lammers, which is beginning to show signs of redness, but he got to keep his hands up. Big right hand from Lammers that time.
He shook his head and said no, but that usually said to me that it...
Oh, jumping knee! It definitely landed.
Be interesting to see Kazantsev's game plan here if he goes back to that low kick, because he's eaten a lot of them back now off Lammers himself.
I was just about to say Lammers is he's light on his feet, he's in and out, but when he goes to throw, he stands and he hits it.
But so deep to the face is gorgeous.
But is it gonna pay dividends the more that Kazantsev chops that lead leg of Lammers?
I think if you're Lammers as well, you've got to start thinking about the rest of the night. If you're both of these fights, you've got to think about the rest of the night. It's a one-night tournament.
Oh, lovely push.
How many times can we do this?
Yeah, I was just about to say the same thing. It's not whether or not he can get through the rounds here, it's what he can do later on in the night. Oh, lovely front kick! And he's wobbly. Does Lammers know he has him hurt?
He's aware.
He must have been aware, because he swung a right hand and he missed by a country mile. Kazantsev is on his feet, jumping knee!
He needs to get his hands back up. He can't play this low hand game now.
He's still out on his feet. Head kick hunting goes Lammers. Oh, lovely right uppercut just on the inside.
Some fantastic boxing here from Lammers. Be really key for him to just stick on this right now. Maybe get heavy behind the jab for a minute.
Kazantsev looks like he's just got some bearings back about him, but not much. Oh, he's still wobbly. Lammers is not looking to push the pace.
And you know what? He might have made the right decision there. You have to look at it from the stance that maybe this does end up getting. Maybe he didn't finish him, and he has to do multiple rounds. So let's just cause some damage that we can take through the rounds with us.
It's not just that, but like we say, in the 8-man tournament, the game plan is to get the job done as early as you can, and will that be opportunity missed as this one potentially plays out? We've seen that obviously he's done some damage to the league leg of Lammers. He's showing it there on the monitor in front.
With that being said, you're looking at Lammers in the corner. There's no heavy breathing. He looks absolutely calm, composed. I'm looking at Kazantsev, and he looks like he's really feeling this at the moment.
Yeah, that was a beautiful shot that rocked him, that front kick. But I'm so intrigued to see how this is going to play out now. Especially like you say Lammers isn't breathing heavy, but he could have gone backstage, or he potentially could have gone backstage and be sat down now.
Yeah.
But Kazantsev looks like he's got his feet back under him, so to speak.
Still breathing pretty heavy for my liking. I'd expect Lammers to come out really fast here.
Round 2 on the way, set for 3 minutes. Lammers, Kazantsev. Will we get to the end of this one? Both guys hurt, albeit Kazantsev a little bit more seriously as Lammers goes hunting that high kick once more. Good knee to the body though.
Great knee.
from Kazantsev. Looping left hook off the gloves.
You know what though, Lammers is staying very defensively responsible. Other than that leg, you know, I'm not seeing many of these shots get through too clean.
Yeah, those ones did though. Mixed it up nicely with a right straight and a left to the body. Lovely body head. Oh, head body, but lovely head kick from Lammers.
And again, he's got him struggling here.
Oh, lovely stiff jab. And now he's beginning to just let go a little bit. Kazantsev firing back, but again goes to the chopping low kick.
Yeah, Lammers is trying to time that chopping low kick now so that he can answer back with his hands. Problem is, he's just slightly out of range when he's going for it.
And I think that left hook is going to be the money maker for Lammers. He's every time he throws the right hand, Kazantsev just drops his right hand. If he can follow it with a 2 and a 1.
Yeah, I'd love to see him follow that left hook with a nice right cross.
There you go, he answered that time just on the inside. Couple of inside low kicks as his corner screams for Lammers to come forward. Lovely stiff jab once again.
Kazantsev still in this fight though, he's still firing back.
Oh yeah.
Everything he's doing is going heavy here.
That one did look a bit low, he's fine to continue. I'd love to see more in the way of straight shots when he's throwing that low kick. He's doing damage to Lammers, but it's single shots at the moment. Give Lammers something to think about as he comes forward with his own left hook.
Again, that jab found a home down the middle.
Yeah, hunts the body as well. Both guys.
Stansev's going to have to start going back to that leg. That's where the body of his work's been done so far.
But he needs to open it up, maybe throw the 1-2, disguise the leg kick. At the moment he's just throwing the leg kick.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with you, Chris. Even if he follows up by throwing something else after. Stansev's got a bloody nose here.
Reaching
that damage now.
Reaching the final stages of round 2, and which of these fighters would you say, Joff, is just beginning to pull ahead?
I think for me, Lammers, clearly took the first round, but this one's been a bit much more even round. But I still feel like Lammers has been causing that damage. He might have edged this one.
Yeah, Kazantsev just coming into it in the last 30 seconds. Some good work to the body. Tries to end the combination on a hook. Big right hand from Lammers straight down the middle.
Been a fantastic fight so far.
2 fantastic rounds, as you said, in the books. And really setting the tone for this 8-man tournament. As we said before, the winner qualifies for the K-1 final Max tournament in Tokyo.
Yeah, I think both of these guys are looking really, really good so far. Kazantsev, he's had his moments, but it does look like Lammers is starting to pull away here.
Yeah, the better strikes, without doubt, being landed for the man in the red corner. But we've seen that Kazantsev has got power in his hands. He's landed some good shots, so do not rule him out. This is still anybody's ball game, as the old saying goes. Round 3, Mitchell Lammers, Stas Kazantsev. We are underway here in the World Fighting League in Utrecht.
You've got to think both of these fighters are going to want to get this finished earlier. If any time that can be saved in this tournament format would be better for them.
Yeah, that lead leg of Lammers. Really red in there as that chopping inside low kick lands clean on Kazantsev.
Kazantsev's been calling for that going low, but Lammers is finding a home for it, and then he's mixing it up, sending it upstairs after.
Good right hand. Yeah, good right hand from Lammers. Kazantsev has pushed the pace a little bit. This is the first time in the fight he's proactively looked to push onto the front foot, but he's not throwing the shots at the moment. Lammers is actually landing the better strikes off the back foot.
I think this kind of speaks to what I was talking about in the first round. Kazantsev's got this very Thai style, so he's really building into this fight.
Yeah, better from the combination from Kazantsev there. Lammers, good stiff jab. Trading low kicks in the centre of the ring. There's that looping left hook, being prepared to take the kick, to land a shot of his own.
Kazantsev really come along with the activity here, but it's a more fakes and feints than anything. You know, I need to see him really working to land those cleaner shots now.
Yeah, he's got to think he may be behind. He's throwing the left body shot at will, threw a hook a few moments ago to the head behind it, but I'd love to, lovely little question mark kick there, but Lammers just eats it and walks forward with the right hand of his own.
I think Kazantsev, you know, if he's going to look to win this, he's got to stay in the phone booth. He needs to be in close. The range is proving too much for him from Lammers.
Yeah, and throw more strikes with it. Head kick lands that time. And Kazantsev just took a few deep breaths there when that right hook glanced off the temple. We've just got a stoppage here momentarily. Is he cut? Was the referee there just
like a small cut?
Referee there just asking the doctor to come over and just check on this cut. Can't see any blood or not much blood, so hopefully it's not a bad one.
But obviously, you know, this could impact him further on into the tournament should he make it through.
He's having a good look at this, is the doctor. I suppose it depends. Nope, he seems...
I don't think it so much matters about just this fight either, though. You know, you have to consider that should he make it through, you know, he would have to think about that for the next round.
Yeah, and it's where it is as well. Yeah, it's right under the brow. Yeah, so it's it'd be leaking directly into the eye. The doctor's okay with it. Kazantsev's obviously not going to say he doesn't want any part of this, but he now senses a little bit of urgency from the blue corner.
Yeah, you can see he's not looking for a way out.
Lammers not willing to give him an inch. Puts the pace with a good jumping knee, and it lands. Fosters that left knee. The head kick from Kazantsev.
Kazantsev, he's landed a great shot there, and he's starting to get his flurry off.
I think Kazantsev has him hurt. Lammers is firing back.
This could go either way.
Oh, both guys landing the hook, and Kazantsev just looking to throw everything here as he closes out this round.
Brilliant.
And this is what we needed to see earlier on. He's just throwing haymakers now, big left shots.
I think this is what he's got to do. He's got to look to get Lammers out of there.
Not long to go in this round. Lovely left shot glances off the temple for Kazantsev. Body kick. Oh, lovely front kick. And again with a jumping knee. This fight has really come alive in the final stages. Both guys now willing to bite down and trade. Fantastic contest it has been. Both cornermen, or both corners on both sides will be, well, I was going to say they'll be mildly confident. I don't know, Kazantsev looks a bit upset on the far side. I mean, everybody in this arena is happy with how this card has started. What a great fight. Lammers corner look very happy with their man's work. We think he's probably done enough to get the nod.
Yeah, I think he's probably edged this one in my opinion. You know, I think Kazantsev came on a little bit too late for me. You know, the great work in the third round there, coming towards the end, especially after the cut, but Lammers was very consistent throughout this one.
Well, ultimately we aren't the judges, and they will be called into action for the first time here tonight as we pass it in ring to our MC, Donny Robing, to make this one official.
And the winner from the Eastern Bootleg for the quarterfinale, JMitchell Lammers! JMitchell, who had to face the gaze de toernooi. Je hebt je halve finale spot geclaimd. Het was een woeste eerste partij, maar hoe ging je er zelf in?
Hij was lekker. Ik heb mijn punten gemaakt. Hij stoot te hard, man, moet je eerlijk zeggen, hij stoot te hard. Maar we zijn Hollanders, hè, we kunnen veel hebben.
We gaan nu door naar de volgende partij. Hoe ga je je komende periode gebruiken voor je volgende partij?
Ik ga even lekker relaxen, ik ga even lachen en dan gelijk de knop omdraaien.
Zien we je zo, maar gefeliciteerd. Laat je horen, Mitchell Lammers!